Trent, it is so wonderful to have you here.
Absolutely,
Two dudes
always.
in the stewed. I just want to get to know you a little bit better. Love for all of our followers out there and everyone who's listening, just to kind of get to highlight you and learn a little bit more about you and kind of like understand like your ambitions and why you came to My Home and everything. So if you want to just start off introducing yourself and just telling us a little bit more about Trent.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, before I dive into myself, I want to just give a great appreciation to you and to this team because I am very happy to be here, and I really appreciate you guys for having me. But I am Trenton Perry, and I mean, I'm, in a nutshell, really, former wanting to be professional basketball player. That didn't happen, so I got into some other avenues and found myself in positions of just kind of being out in front of folks and saying hey and wanting to make people laugh and wanting to meet new people and played some college ball and then obviously that didn't get to where I thought it was going to go, but it was for a purpose, and I ended up getting my bachelor's in marketing, my master's in sports management, and through there just met a lot of great folks.
Nice.
Through networking, got to meet you guys, and you guys brought me here.
So one thing I want to interrupt you there. You have the most incredible personality about you. Like you walk into a room and everyone knows that Trent's here. Like your positivity it's insane. Like what motivates you every day? Like how are you always in such a phenomenal mood?
Well, I appreciate that. I definitely try to be. I don't want to waste my time being in a negative way, so I try my best to be positive. But of course, what motivates me is my family. My wife Cassidy, my son Lyric, and I have a second on the way, Xander. So wanting to be just the best person I can be, wanting to do things the right way. I credit that to what I've learned through all the teams I've been with and the leaders and mentors that have coached me. When you do things the right way, the right things just happen to come back to you. And I just put a smile on, and there's actually a stat out there somewhere. I forget what it actually is, but smiling actually exuberates the positive energy, and it latches on to others around you. So it's fun to be that light sometimes for folks, and definitely humbling hearing you say that about me, and that's. But I love, that's one of the biggest compliments I can hear, and I've heard it a couple times, so I just try to lead that direction.
That's awesome. I mean, we're so thankful for that every single day. Coming into work every day, it sometimes can get mundane and daunting, especially with a startup and how busy we are and working 24/7. So appreciate it. Yes, exactly.
Up the mood a little bit,
So I know that you're kind of like the face right now. You're on all of our social media posts and everything. What initially attracted you to My Home?
Just the not only the all-in-one platform that it is, the ease of convenience, what it is to start and what it can be in the future. And it provides so much value to the homeowner and also to the vendor. I loved every aspect of how much it's helping our society and how it can grow. And I mean, just obviously we all know the examples here, but for the homeowner, really taking that, allowing them to take that breath of relief with all of their home services, and being able to dumb it down a little bit, and then for the vendor, your costs and your cash flow, and being a part of I was in restoration, I was in plumbing, and seeing how the small businesses operate, I think has given me an even better appreciation for what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because I saw what the business owner was going through, day in and day out, and what My Home can provide for them is what's really awesome.
Yeah.
So what motivates me to be here and to draw me here is what we're doing for people, really.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because it is important, right? The customer is obviously number one.
Yeah.
So as long as we can bring that positive attitude that you have every single day and kind of build that into our product, and then kind of push that culture forward to the homeowners and to the vendors also, I think it's just going to be all around excellent.
And it's fun not really having to be a salesman too, right? I've been in sales for a long time, but I don't really see this as a sales role because yeah, I guess I'm quote unquote selling you to, be a vendor on here, or but it's free to download. It's free for the vendor to be on our list, and then also I'm not just selling you a pen or a watch or the next best textbook. I'm selling you something that will really help a homeowner and the vendor, and something that's very valuable.
Yeah, it's almost like a new lifestyle, right?
Absolutely, it's revolutionary.
Yeah,
we're ushering in a new age of home maintenance.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me about a funny memory that you have working here at My Home, or like just whatever like comes to your mind, like a funny story of a time when you went back home and you were like, Cass, you will not believe today was hilarious. This is what happened.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Gabe is coming to mind. We know Gabe's a character that'll make us laugh several times on several occasions. And I'm trying to think of a. I also don't want to give out personal Gabe stories either, so that's what's hard. I'll say this though, it's awesome being with a team that I love coming in to see every morning. I've been with jobs that I dread going into the office because I don't really care for the people around me. And you talk on me trying to be positive. It's hard to be positive in a negative environment, and so it's really fun to come in and also get the warm greetings from Gabe, from Andy, from Ken, from Joel, from Corey, from you, and as we just continue to solidify who we are as a culture, which is kind of what it is, positivity in my mind, and that's what makes it very easy to be here. So I don't want to give out too many personal stories that could be like, all right, Trenton, you weren't, but it's awesome being here, and we have a lot of fun.
That's awesome. No, I was thinking about Topgolf last weekend,
and
thinking like, okay, well, if Gabe is like one of the most competitive people there is out there, beat Gabe, get a day off.
Yeah, he.
I think everyone beat him.
I think Gabe, lack of better term, shit the bed a little bit. Because he came in with the big stick, and we put him to shame.
Yeah,
so
I think he tried too hard.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that
4
never works
mimosas
out.
before the game also didn't really help out too well.
Yeah, well, I told him typically in golf, when you drink, you're supposed to get better.
Yeah.
So I guess just next time he's got to lock in, stay focused, and stay on the water.
Exactly. Okay, so tell me, I want to know more about you. Do you have any particular achievements that you're very proud of, or anything that that we might not know here?
Yeah. So as far as basketball goes, that was the bulk of my livelihood growing up, because that was my passion. I still love the game of basketball, and that was something I was really working hard to achieve greatness within. And one thing I'm super proud of is, so I was blessed with a scholarship at a Division I school, Eastern Michigan University, which was awesome. But that didn't come from just my, I guess, stats alone. My uncle set me up with the head coach there. I was able to go get, he invited me out for a workout, and through that, and through a lot of conversations, he was like, yeah, I've got a spot for you. But I had to earn that scholarship. So I came on and as a redshirt freshman walk-on. And what was really cool is that same year, I ended up earning the full ride the next year. But what was really cool about that redshirt year is that he named me a captain.
Oh, wow.
And it was, and that was a really cool memory, because we're sitting in the locker room, and I probably had 6, 7 seniors on the team that were much more, in my mind, worthy of being quote unquote captain of the team than I was. But sure enough, he calls my name as one of the 3. And there was just a silence in the room, and a tension that I was kind of getting from the seniors, like, dude, who's this kid in here that is a redshirt, a walk on, like, But coach put me aside, and he said how you carry yourself in drills and in practice, and how you lead kind of without speaking sometimes, but also wanting to try to band the group together, and camaraderie, and the positivity, and doing things the right way. He thought I was good enough to earn that title. So that was a really cool memory that I definitely.
How'd the team do over the next 4 years?
Yeah, we did all right. We had a lot of talent, and we played a lot of big schools. It was very fun environments, and we didn't achieve what we probably should have, but it was definitely a lot of memories I won't forget. So,
yeah.
But those are something really cool that I definitely keep with me.
So what is a fun fact about you, different than the achievement, that everyone here at My Home doesn't already know about you?
Yeah. Let's see. I'll give you a couple because you always get that question like in school, like what's a fact that you don't know about yourself? And I always wondered what that was, and there was a couple things. One is I like peanut butter on my French toast.
Okay.
I say that because that was like for
with
some
syrup
reason.
or no syrup or just
Absolutely with syrup.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No powdered sugar, but peanut butter and syrup. For some reason, that was weird. Whenever I said it, it was weird growing up. So
I think it sounds pretty good.
it is delicious.
Yeah.
But then also, this is like a weird fact about me, is I probably blow my nose louder and more obnoxiously than anybody else you've ever met.
I don't think I've noticed that yet.
Yeah, you haven't for a reason. I try to keep it hidden. And it goes to the point where I had to tell my wife, like very early on, when we started, like when she was hanging around me a little bit more, and now we're like kind of like, you know, sleeping together and stuff, and I can't hide it anymore.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I had to tell her, I had to sit her down and say, all right, look, I got to blow my nose now. And
it's really loud.
And this is, you know, you're not going to like it. So I just, it's kind of a big moment though.
Is it like something you can control, or you just like,
No,
that's just like what happens?
it's just what I do. I don't know, like, but, and everybody around me is like, dude, what is going on kind of thing. But yeah, that's just, and one day you guys will have to hear it because sometimes
you might as well just like rip the Band-Aid off. Like,
I guess so.
I wish we had a tissue here. I just like make you do it right now.
So you can really see it, yeah. And my allergies are gnarly too, so that's probably what goes into it. But yeah, that's not very fun. But it is a fact about me that is pretty unique because I haven't yet to meet somebody who has my below of the nose. So.
All right, so. Other than work, which I know that you work all the time, and of course you have your family to take care of and everything, what are some of the other things that you like to do for fun?
Yeah, well, I'm a big sports guy. I love football. I'm a fantasy football general manager and commissioner. So,
there you go.
I do hold that at high esteem. I'm also I want to say like 2-3-time fantasy football champion. But I'll digress. But love radio, love broadcast. I like cooking. I'm the cook of the family, and I love trying to evolve my repertoire of dishes. So I'll definitely have to treat my home one of these days. And
what's your favorite dish to cook?
I have a really good taco recipe.
Okay, we should definitely do dinner over at your place.
Absolutely. I'd love to throw down some tacos for my home team because it is a family, like...
We'll bring the margs. I know you guys aren't drinking right now because Cass is pregnant, but
maybe,
the rest of us.
You know, yeah, maybe we got to save that for post-October. Then we can get down to some margs and tacos. But yeah, it's something passed down from my grandma, so I hold that at high esteem.
So good.
It's some good stuff. And then I'm a really good pasta maker too.
Yeah, okay. Do you homemade, everything fresh from scratch?
No, I need to get into that though. I'd love to like make some noodles because that would transform.
Oh yeah. But the sauce and everything, just perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so what are some of your hopes for the company's future? Like where do you want to be in, you know, the next 5 years? And when you think like, oh, My Home 5 years from now.
Yeah, that's what's so fun to me. I'm a very forward thinker, and I want to be here for 5, 10, 15 years. You know, and I'd love to be here just as far as jobs go, and I'd love to be here as long as I can. And that's what I've always looked for as a team minded guy, is just to find somewhere that I can be for a long time, and this is where I want to be. And my hope for it is a national, global scale. Which I think is very within our realm of possibility, because this is something that other cities other than Nashville definitely need, and some of them could say even more so than Nashville.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about it. You know, you got your small towns that could really utilize this in a different way, and then you've got this market of Nashville that it is here in a much broader way, and just the possibilities of it are endless. And that's what's fun about My Home, is that this is, you know, we call the Amazon of home services, right? You know, where you saw Amazon start and where it is now and where it continues to go. That's the trajectory I see with My Home, and my job that I'm looking forward to do is educating and getting it out there and branding it and making sure that people are seeing it in the ways that we know what it is. You know, it's easy for us to sit in this room and know exactly My Home because we created it and we talk about it day in and day out, and we have the passion for it. But The homeowner sitting over here may just think it's, oh, that next best thing, yeah, I'm sure, whatever. My job is to be that conduit and to let them know this is the real deal.
Yeah.
And I see this going into Texas and going into California and the Hamptons, and I see this going everywhere, and I'd love to be the one to help it get there.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Well, Trent, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I mean,
appreciate
it's obviously incredible to have you here on the team, and yeah, I think we got great things going on.
Absolutely. My home, baby.